Hello everybody, welcome to the Original Storytellers Podcast, episode number 2. I'm your humble host, Steven Towson. Today we're going to talk to Yaboy Norms. His name is Norman and he's from Chantal, Arizona. He's a YouTuber that has a big following on the res, and he got fans from all over the world. They send some cool stuff, and today we're going to talk about his tips, tricks, how he got started on YouTube, and where he's going from here, and what kind of cool stuff he's up to. And his channel is about reviews, his daily life, and just random stuff he does on the res. He's a wonderful friend of mine, and let's go talk to him. Yo, what is up, man?
What up, Steven? How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. I got you sporting that Steelers gear.
Yeah, man, always sporting it, bro. You know it, man.
So this is Norm. Yeah, just go ahead and introduce yourself, and just talk about.
All right, All right, then. Well, what's up, guys? My name is Norman Leslie, aka YaboyNormvlogs. Originally from Pinyon, Arizona, but I reside in Chantal, Arizona, and I make vlogs around the reservation and have free time. Other than that, thanks for having me on the podcast.
Hey, Norm, dude, are you connected to Wi-Fi?
Yeah, bro, I am. I'm working on the Wi-Fi right now.
Oh, yeah, I was getting pixelated. I'm going to call you back, okay? I'm going to try one more time.
Okay, then we'll try again.
Yeah. Hey, all right. It's a little better.
How's it look now?
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, you're on the res, so it's kind of like...
A little better than before?
Yeah. But yeah, dude, so how you holding up right now with the whole...
Shit, man, the res has shit. Bro, you already know that.
Yeah. So, hey, do you think your phone...
What's that, bro?
Do you think your phone cellular data will work better?
No, dude, I got like one bar here at the house, dude, and like Verizon sucks out here as well.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. So like,
we can try it, man. Let me put on the data. Okay, this is with the data right now.
Maybe could you see?
Okay, hopefully it won't cut off somewhere though.
Yeah. I mean, okay, pixelated. It's all good though. I think it's just I was interviewing Ernie earlier. And he became like pixelated too, kind of like that, kind of towards the end.
Shit, bro. Let me go back to the Wi-Fi, man. I don't know what you're saying, bro. It's all
okay. Yeah, we'll make it work, bro. Okay, man. So, dude. So, how you holding up? I can say you're pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just, the COVID-19 has just been missing with my hours at work. But other than that, it's the same thing, different day.
Yeah, so, like, in your area, like, is it getting, like, locked down and stuff? Or, like, what's going on? Like they closed and stuff?
Yeah, dude, over here at the store. Like, in the Navajo Nation, 500 cases so far with 18 deaths. So, over here at the store, dude, we're just limiting people that come in. So, we've got about 10 people coming in, staying 6 feet apart, practicing social distancing, laundromat 2 to 7 people at a time. And it's just crazy, man. It's the pandemic.
Man, so like with that, like, are you seeing the shortages in like toilet paper and all that?
No, man. I mean, surprisingly, man, it hasn't slowed down. It's been pretty consistent. It's been pretty steady every day. It's just people are coming into the store getting their essential items, and it's the same.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. So, like, what do you think? Like nomination got hit so hard. Like,
well, I think that it's just it just starts with one person. One person can cause an avalanche, basically, and then with that one person, it just spreads everywhere like wildfire. And I think that it's just a pandemic that's going to pass over within time, and it's just one of those plagues. Hopefully that during the summertime, this will all be done. And it's just mind-boggling. I'm speechless about it, man. It changed our daily lifestyle. You got to go out in the public, wear your gloves and mask. I've seen a bunch of customers do that so far. And it's insane, man. I'm speechless. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah, dude. Like everything's getting shut down, like in the Phoenix and everything. Bars, movie theaters, just just messed everything up. Now I'm just like stuck inside, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a podcast. You know, all this time.
Yeah, that's a good idea, bro.
Just talk to all the native entertainers out there and stuff. So like, yeah. So let's just let's talk about you, man. You got this successful YouTube channel. You know, like over a couple of thousand subscribers. Got a loyal fan base right there. They're commenting on your stuff, and a lot of people's been with you since high school. So like. And man, I was just so how did you start out with the channel and stuff, and what gave you the idea of doing YouTube?
Well, dude, man, to be honest, YouTube, I didn't even know what it was back in 2010, right?
Yeah.
So people were talking about YouTube, and you know, MySpace was popular back then with I Like and Bebo, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I was never into social media. Like I said, that's not for me. You know, I'm not going to get into that. Yeah. So I created a MySpace page back in 2010, and that's when I seen people share videos from YouTube. And back then, you know, videos on YouTube were just like, you know, voiceovers, people doing voiceovers on cartoon characters and stuff, and it's pretty funny stuff. And the Jigsaw Falls, you know, that stuff, Leave Britney Alone. Oh, yeah. The Chocolate Rain Voice guy, like that was
dude, okay, that's classics.
So like, I was like, there's no Navajos on here. That's what I thought to myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let me create a channel. Back then, I was known as Norman8031. That's a fun fact. Nobody knows that, probably except for you and whoever's going to watch this podcast.
Yeah.
I was known as Norman8031. That was my jump start. So I was all thinking, okay, I got my channel set. Now, what am I going to post? 0 subscribers, right? This is 2011. This is 2011 right now. You know, I want to say like June 2011. It was school out my sophomore year.
Yeah.
And I was with a buddy of mine. We were going to a teacher's house that was having a little going away party. So she invited most of the students that wanted to come. It was like, you stay the night there, you can play games all night on her Wi-Fi, and then just drink Monster, cook marshmallows outside, you know, the s'mores. So I said, you know what, let's get that on film. I was like, that's something people want to see. I was thinking that. So I had a big ass iPad, bro. I started doing my videos on a first gen iPad. I give myself props for that, man, because that was a shitty ass camera. I was shooting 720 HD video. I forgot whatever that was called back then, but I was like with a big iPad coming to the party with it, right?
Yeah.
So I had one dude that wanted to be in the video with me. His name is Blake. Shout out. He gave me a haircut for my YouTube channel. He's the one that knew all about YouTube. So he said, you know what, Norm? Just hold the camera like this and just talk. Just walk around, show people, and don't be embarrassed of the camera. The camera loves you. So I never forgot that from that day on. So I rolled with it, man. And then here, that's when it came out pretty good. But I forgot to press record. Yep. So I just did a recap the next day with him at Bashes, which is called Unoriginal. And it's still on my YouTube channel today. Just, you know, go to my very first upload. It's called Unoriginal. You'll see that video. And I just started rolling with it from there, man.
Dude, that's crazy. So like you got rolling. Then like when did it start picking up? Or like people are like seeing your stuff and like.
Man, I want to say it started picking up when I started getting the school involved, man. I started doing the pep rallies, the parades, and that's what really got it going because the principal found out and all the staff, the faculty, they found out about the YouTube. So they started subscribing and they started viewing it. So it was like an overnight sensation, right? But I want to say the one that really just took it off, like it flew overnight, was the You Know Your Navajo Is.
Oh, yeah.
Part 1. Dude, I put that up within 4 days that it was at 20,000 views. I was like, oh my God.
I remember watching that. No, I was on YouTube too, like around that time, and I was like, yo, these videos are funny. Like, it was crack, you know. I remember that back in the day, man. There's some good stuff. I was just like, these guys.
I did 4 parts of that. 4 parts.
Yeah, I watched all of them, man.
It's funny. It's true.
That's original,
I think it's relatable.
Yeah, it's relatable. It's original. It's like, it's like just like just I don't know, like you said, there's not that much like YouTubers, and when you put it out, that was pretty funny. So like, how did you come up with the whole concept anyway?
For the your Yaboys?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, like I said, this is like 2012 now.
Yeah.
I'm fast forwarding the years, and I started subscribing to people watching YouTube videos. And there was a guy named Super Ego. I don't know if you probably
the
seen his
Mexican
videos.
guy, right? Mexican
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Him and us. Oh, hold on, bro. My dogs are barking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. This is so embarrassing. Hey, chill out. Nana, Lita, get over here. You guys gotta chill out. Stop trying to do a podcast. Oh my god, bro. Lita! It's my house dog. They got dogs over there. Not my kids, but I got dogs. There's some kids over there. Lita! Alright, I think you're done. Oh shoot, where was that, man?
Oh, you was talking about like how you came up with that concept.
Oh,
yeah.
So for the concept of the your Yaboy, that guy Ego, he did you're Mexican if, right?
Yeah. I
was like, man. That's similar to Navajo. I was thinking, I said we can do that.
Yeah.
So I had a buddy of mine, Winnie, and what's the other guy's name? Wilfred, right? So I jumped on that with them because they were willing to be in the video. Because I always ask people to get their permission to be in the video, so they won't be like this, when I break up the camera.
Yeah.
So we said, you know what? Let's jot some ideas down. We were in Phoenix on a field trip for FFA, and we said, you know what? We can get this done. We can shoot this here at the field trip, but just not during the festivities. So that's when we shot everything, and it's funny, bro. I had some good actors for that.
That was original, man. I was like, oh, these guys. So then after that, you kind of
it was fun. I liked it,
dude. Then you guys transitioned from you just went from these cool your if to this kind of a vlog follow.
That is true. That is true. After the skits were done, they graduated because they were 2 years ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
So I was alone for the YouTube world. I was like, damn, so those guys ain't here. Ain't nobody gonna make content with me. I was thinking that.
Yeah.
So I started doing, I guess, vlogs, you could say, during my senior year.
Yeah.
I was just filming random shit, me having fun at the skate park, just me doing the parade, me becoming homecoming king. I filmed everything. I posted together, and it became a vlog. I don't know if that was vlog back then.
Like an early form of vlogs, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. So I got into that.
It was like before you did vlog before it was a thing.
Man, I was the original vlogger before vlog was a fucking vlog. I have so many people, a lot of people tell me that, bro. Like people that watched my shit back then, they say, Norm, you're the OG for the vlog game. I was like, you know what? You're kind of right about that.
Then you see kind of this a surgence of these native vloggers, right? That just seem to just burst in the scene kind of recently. I kind of paved the way for them, but I really don't want to say that. But in that sense, Kind of just then I noticed you kind of grabbed them all together. Like you guys are all in each other's videos now and stuff. Kind of let's see, Natalie Franklin and stuff, and she's kind of up there. And you guys just then you had that one big gatherings of the vloggers. Yeah,
dude, that was here over here at my house in Chantal. We did the native YouTubers Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
There was more people that were supposed to show up that day. Not everybody knows this, but I'm telling you, whoever's watching this, there was supposed to be at least 5 more other people were supposed to show up, but they had other stuff to do and they got busy in their own time.
Yeah, dude. We should go see your wall, dude.
My wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna unplug the charger real quick. I'm charging my phone.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go talk about
it's
your
all
wall,
good.
man.
It should be done.
All
right, let me show you guys my wall. Yeah, man. So ever since that video blew, man, I had more signatures and more people coming by just to sign this wall, dude. It's crazy. They actually want to do this.
That's dope. I mean,
Okay.
that's unique too, you know, because it's like, you know, I mean, I feel like natives, like, we don't get that much attention, media and stuff, and like now we're just kind of our own thing.
Because I know this wall, it was something I thought of, right?
Yeah.
Because I watched a lot of Viva La Bam growing up, right?
Oh yeah.
And I remember this one episode. What's that?
No, Viva La Bam, dang man, that's going back.
Yeah, bro. Like I had an awesome childhood, bro. Like, we grew up with all the good shows. So I remember Bam Margera having something like this in his house, but it wasn't a wall. It was on a T-shirt. He had it in a picture frame. And Steve-O, when he did MTV Cribs Jackass, he had a wall of fame of his own. So that's when I said, you know what? I said, let me have that myself.
Yeah.
So that's when I got this right here.
Dude.
So I can't flip the camera around, but I'll just bring it up closer.
So wait, you should go through each of them. Like, go up to the top. Like,
okay. So this is my most recent signature right here. This is he's a native rapper.
Okay.
His name is Jermonson Yazi, aka Arrows. He gave me his CD right here. He signed it and he signed the wall.
Yo, dope.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, man. I went to school with this guy too.
Oh, okay.
And this is Kay Alcino. She was here for the Thanksgiving vlog.
Okay.
Right here. And of course, yours truly. I had to get on there that night, so I signed it. And I got my newspaper. This is my little 10 seconds of fame right here on the paper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got mentioned once. And a buddy of mine works in Phoenix at their car wash. He details cars. And one of the Steelers players was there getting his BMW waxed, and he got me an autograph.
Yo.
This is Robert Golden, number 21, the strong safety, and he put it out to YaboyNormvlogs. And he put Go Steelers on the bottom. So that's cool, bro. That's cool. I was so happy when he showed me that. He mailed it to me too. So, and Deanna Rogers right here. Yeah. She does a lot of hiking and adventure videos. Sticker Chief, he makes all of my stickers. Shout out to Sticker Chief too. And Christmas, aka Christy, was here during the Thanksgiving vlog. She signed that. And of course, Kody Dayish, and I got James Junes, Eric Treviso, and all the actors in the movie Parole. I had them sign this, but they haven't shown up here yet. But I'm hoping after all this blows over, I could have at least Kody Dayish and Eric Treviso here. And of course, James Junes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Awesome.
And Natalie Franklin, of course, right here. She was here for the Thanksgiving vlog. She signed it. And I have Mikey Jr.'s YouTube Adventures right here.
Oh, okay, that's what's up, dude.
Yeah,
nice.
He signed this one, and this is he takes a lot of pictures on the res. Yeah. He's famous on Instagram. He's got like 4,000 followers. It's _4or. He signed my wall. Yeah. And this is his picture that he took. I haven't hanged it up yet because I ran out of thumbtacks, but this is his picture, and he signed it again.
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
And I got this one from Australia. I have a subscriber. His name is Matthew Lays. He sent me some Australian football jerseys. So that's pretty cool. See that? Australia?
Yeah, bro. Hey.
And he sent me a gift card.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah,
and I had to put Kobe Bryant up here because a subscriber gave this to me at the store. Yeah. He was here during the game when they were playing the Wizards.
Yeah.
And he bought this at the gift shop in LA. And in the back, if I take the picture out, it's officially NBA stat with the year and date and who they played. And he was going to get his signature, but he said that he didn't. He went to the locker room after the game was done, so he didn't get a chance to get the signature. But this is legit, bro. From 2001.
That's crazy.
And of course, this is one that I'm gonna make a vlog on. Sierra Johnson signed my newspaper.
Yo.
I sent this to her, and she sent it back to me with her signature.
Yeah.
So this one needs to go on the wall somewhere. So I have to make a video on that.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So like, when you move,
that's it.
Like when you
move,
man.
So that's the Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal. So like when you head out and move from your place, like how you can take that? You can take that wall with you, so you can cut it out.
I don't know, dude. I mean, that's what people were saying. They're saying like, when you move, are you gonna cut out the drywall and take it with you? I don't know.
I would. So like
every person has said that when they signed the wall, like, bro, are you sure it's gonna be here? It's like, man, I'm gonna take a picture of it and then I'll probably just paint over it. I was saying that, but I don't know. I'm gonna think of something.
Yeah, dude, that's dope though. So like your fan base, like, do they all over the world or something? Or?
Yeah, man, pretty much. You know, like all native YouTubers, so we support each other every way that we can. So, I mean, they knew about me, which is crazy because I didn't think big names like Natalie Franklin or big names like rappers like my boy Jermonson or even Instagram people like him. I didn't know they knew it, so it got around.
Dude, so like you have fans in Australia.
Oh yeah,
fans in
and then I got some in China, Beijing. They have me on Snapchat, and I see their site. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So like, they send you like kind of like letters or something or like.
Yeah, like this picture of Kobe Bryant. Yeah. I got this locally. This is from a local fan. Okay. Australia, that's the couple of football jerseys that I got. And from China, this guy was supposed to send me some Chinese snacks from the convenience store. Yeah. But since the coronavirus going on, he kind of held off the chance it because I was like, I don't want that Rona, bro. Don't send me that Rona. So probably after all this blows over, he'll send me some snacks.
Man, dude. Yeah, man, this coronavirus sucks, dude. Like, it's been messing everything up.
Yeah, it messed with my hours too, dude. That's why I'm just chilling right now.
Yeah, so like, are you an essential worker, or just
essential worker? Yep, at its finest.
So are you wearing like gloves and a mask right now or something, or just?
No, not in my house because I know there's nothing in here.
Oh no, I mean,
as soon as I go to the store, yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Man, dude, that's insane. Well, so like with your YouTube, like you started out with an iPad. Now you have this kind of a Canon camera or something.
I know, man. Yeah. I'm filming on an iPhone 11 Pro Max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a bunch of people think I'm using some fancy camera, but every video that I put out, it's always been on an iPhone camera, regardless.
Dude. So it just goes to show you, right? It's not about the equipment; it's about the content.
Exactly, man. Like you can just film with what's in your pocket, man. You can take great videos because nowadays phones are coming stock with like shooting 4K and 15 megapixels and all that stuff. So you don't need a fancy camera.
Yeah. So like so what's your whole like any projects coming up? Or are you just gonna do the vlog stuff, or just like you gonna do any collabs here soon or something? Or
yeah, I had like I said, with this wall behind me, I had 3 other people that are supposed to come through, but this virus just blocked everything from people coming over. I was supposed to have Michael Balseric here at the house signing the wall.
Okay.
Nathani Means, he's a rapper. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah.
And that skinny tall guy, I forgot what his name was. Tatanka Means or something like that.
Oh, you mean yeah, Tatanka.
Yeah, so those dudes are supposed to swing by during the summertime to sign the wall and get them on the vlog. But that didn't happen, so now my collaborations are just out the window for now. But now I'm just doing, vlogs at home. Like I said, I got this newspaper I have to talk about, so that's gonna be an upcoming vlog.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. So like, with your channel growth, like, when did what changed to like make it grow extremely well? Like I know it was pretty good. I was sitting at like at 2,000 followers and just shot up to like almost 6,000 right now.
Yeah, right now I got about 4,550 subscribers.
Yeah,
almost about 5,000. Yeah,
dude.
So it's crazy, dude. Like I never thought I would surpass at least 500 back in the day. But my biggest regret of YouTube was I took a break after I graduated.
Oh yeah.
I took 2 years off and the channel was dead. I lost 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, I was at 4,000 subscribers in 2013.
Whoa.
I got back into vlogs in 2015 at
Yeah.
1,900. I was like, oh, I lost so many people.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, so like, okay, when you do a YouTube video, how long does it take you from the beginning until you post it online? Like, just how much energy and like, what do you do?
I mean, the editing, like, if you ask any native vlogger and they tell you vlogging's easy, they're lying, because it's hard, dude. To be honest, man,
Yeah.
You have to brainstorm of a concept to bring your viewers in, and then you say, okay, I got this. I'm gonna film this for 3 hours. Okay, I'm gonna go home. I'm not even gonna touch it till 2 days later because I'm tired from filming. So you're gonna touch it 2 days later, and for me, just to edit at least a 10 or 15-minute vlog takes me about 4 to 5 hours. Ooh. Because I have to make sure everything's crisp and clean, the spelling's correct, the transition scenes are on point, the music that I use is not copywritten. I have to go through so many files, and once that's done, I post it to YouTube, which takes about 30 minutes or so, or an hour. I want to say it takes about start to finish at least almost a week before anybody else sees it before I do.
Wow, that's
yeah.
crazy.
So it's hard, dude. Yeah.
That's for one vlog.
For one vlog?
Yeah, that's for one vlog. It takes you a week, right?
That's for one vlog. Yep. One vlog.
Man.
Yes.
So like you release a vlog like most like one time every week or once every 2 weeks?
I try to stay relevant. I want to say once a week, so that means 4 vlogs in a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, just coming up with concepts, because I know like you found some good concepts like you and your girlfriend like checking out abandoned buildings and stuff. I was probably a cool idea. Yeah, or running into that painter dude on the res in Kanta.
Yeah. Gesso Samarama. Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah. So I mean, this crazy concept, especially like living like you live in Shanto right now, right?
Yep, Shanto, Arizona.
That's a small ass community, dude.
There's not much to do around here, bro, except for the store. This is the kick it spot, man. That's it.
Yeah. It's like you turn like, I don't know, this little small place, and you actually made it. You know, like you found stuff to like film about. You know.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just want to thank this wall, bro. This is what's keeping me going, I would say. If it wasn't for this wall, I'd probably be sitting in my truck or car just vlogging and talking about stuff, you know. And not a lot of people probably won't want to see that, but if they do, you know, kudos to them.
Yeah. So like, let's see. My next question is like, so what keeps you motivated to keep doing these videos?
Well, you know, what keeps me motivated every day is that I don't forget who I am on the internet, because you get two Normans, okay? You get two sides of the story on anything and everything. Yeah. So I have an online persona that I have to keep up with, okay? And then you get the Norman that you know, Steven, you know the Norman at Hunter. That's a different Norman in person. So I got a split personality. So that's what keeps me striving every day, that, you know, somebody's got to do it, you know? Because I want to say it's kind of a huge following that I have. I like to have other small YouTubers that are trying to get into the game to give them subscribers and get them the views, because I know how it felt starting off with 0 subscribers, so I know how they feel. And I try to help anybody else that they need it. Dude,
that's dope, dude. So like the benefits of being on YouTube is like sometimes you get cash, right? Monetary kind of thing.
Yeah, man. That's one thing a lot of native YouTubers that are monetized, that sometimes they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, you do get paid from it, necessarily off of the views and the ads that run on your video. Yeah. It can be any kind of ads. It can be like Tide, Downy. It can be Carfax. It can be protein shakes. It can be Energizer Bunny batteries. Anything you see commercials on TV, that'll run on your video.
Yeah. Then it's not like you're like making bank, right? Just like barely, like just anything, right?
I wouldn't say so. Like the bigger YouTubers in the world, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, you know, those guys that get millions.
Oh yeah,
those guys are banking. Yeah. But you know, for us that are getting thousands of views, sometimes hundreds, it just depends. You know, like within a month, if I do stay the fair. Let me give you an example for the fair. The time where I make a good amount of money, because a lot of people want to see the fair. Last year's fair on Wonder Rock alone, just Wonder Rock Fair, I made $320 in 1 month.
Dude, that's dope.
And then the Tuba City Fair and the concerts, all that stuff that I filmed, that one I made $354.60. That's in 1 month.
Dude, that's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
that helps though, you know? Like,
Yeah, man. I mean, just think about it, man. If I could get that many views every day, I would quit my day job.
so how many views was that? Like for each of the videos?
Shoot, they're like, the Wonder Rock hit 14,000. I think now it's at 15,000 now. The Tuba City one, I think it's at 10,000 or 11,000.
Yeah.
Oh, Navajo T-Pain was a good payday, man. Because
okay.
Navajo T-Pain, I got about almost 60,000 views off of that 3-minute video.
Dude.
So, I always thank him. Like, if I ever see him, I'm gonna buy him a 40 or something.
I'm a 40 buzz. So like yeah. So what's so now you get views and then not only that you have to like account for like the time of length they watch it, right? To watch a video.
Yeah, because on your YouTube channel you can see where your subscribers left off. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That's where you kind of think, okay, I got to get something within that time frame for them to watch it before they click off.
Oh, okay. Man, dude, that's just perfect. So, like, what is some tips to give like young up and coming YouTubers? You know, like what to do, what to watch out for.
Well, I would say if anybody's a young, inspiring person that's willing to try YouTube, is just don't give up. You know, have faith in yourself. And Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? Because it takes time to get there. Like what Kendrick Lamar said, you know, like he said, careers take off. You just got to be patient. So take it from him and me, and don't use material that's not yours. Try to stay original, and don't use music that isn't yours, because you will get demonetized from it, and you will get a copy strike on your channel, which is bad. And it's hard to get a copy strike removal from your channel. You only get 3 chances for that, for using music that's not yours.
Yeah.
If you pass 3, your channel is terminated from YouTube himself, because somebody's always monitoring that from the headquarters.
Wow.
And just stay consistent is another thing. That's all I have to say to whoever is going to be a next native YouTuber.
Stay consistent. Awesome, dude. So, okay, are you like thinking about ever trying to go into like the movie realm, maybe act or like? Maybe
I know I did. When I met Kody Dayish in Farmington.
Yeah.
How did I link up with him? How did that day go? I fucking forgot. I was getting the sound system installed on the truck, the kickers and the JL audio and the speakers. Yeah. I was Instagram buddies with him because he knew about my channel.
Yeah.
And I posted I was in Farmington. I did a boomerang, and he DMs me saying, "Bro, you're in Farmington right now?" Then I was like, "Yeah, I am." Then he goes, "How long are you gonna be there?" Then I said, "Probably all day, because I barely got here. They're working on the truck for the sound system." Then he goes, "Dude," he's all, "let me pick you up." He's all, "let's collab on a video right now." I was like, "No way, bro. Are you serious?" Then he goes, "Yeah, man. He's all, "I'll pick you up." He's all, "just wait right there." So I said, "Okay, then that's all right." So he gave me his phone number, so I called him, and that's when I told him my location. He knew where I was at. He came pick me up, and then that's when he asked me the same question that you just asked me, if I ever thought about being in film or movies, just like this one. Then I said, "Not in my wildest dreams, no, just my vlogging." Then after that, that's when he goes, "I know you can act." He was saying that because you do your vlogs, and that's just like acting, but differently.
Yeah.
He goes, "You want to try it?" Then I was all, "Yeah, okay, so let's try it." So that's when we did that skit at Sephora. It was a funny skit, like the best skit I've ever been in. And it was hard, dude, to be honest. Acting is hard, dude. Like, you have to be on point. You have to do exactly what the director says. It's just insane. I mean, props to all the native actors that act for movies.
Yeah, dude.
It's hard. We did so many takes because I kept forgetting to buckle my seatbelt in, dude. That's what we missed so many. It was my fault. And I would love to do movies, but something with a small role, nothing big like what I was doing over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. Okay, so like, what's your top 3 movies? of all time?
Top 3 movies. Any movies? Any kind?
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay. I want to start off with number 3. I want to go with a classic, Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh,
Gangster movie.
gangsta.
You know, like that's like my top. That's one of my top 3. Number 2, I want to go with Fast and Furious, the very first one.
Oh, yeah.
We all wanted to be street racers because of that movie. Number 1, I want to go with Superbad. Like Superbad was really funny, and it was a part of my childhood when I was in the freshman. Yeah,
dude.
So I like those 3.
Man, the most quotable movie ever.
Yeah, man.
Dude, okay.
I like Naruto.
Oh, Naruto.
Anime, if that counts. Like I watch Naruto every day still.
So, like, if you're getting to YouTube, what's your top 3 YouTubers like to check out or to look up to?
Is it native YouTubers or any YouTuber in general?
Any YouTuber, yeah.
Any YouTuber?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I want to. You said top 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, I want to say Derek Barron Productions.
Okay.
You can look him up. He does Mustang videos about his car, and he does a bunch of car reviews. He's really good. His transition scenes are on point. I like watching his videos every day because he posts every day. Number 2, I have to say FouseyTube.
Okay.
I like FouseyTube's videos. His pranks are pretty funny. I like what he's doing, showing other YouTubers' houses on YouTube, like MTV Cribs kind of thing. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And I want to say number 1. It's hard to say who my number 1 person is to my go-to for YouTube. I just got to say it's a tie between Lance Stewart or Tanner Fox.
Okay.
Or even I want to say Logan Paul. I like those guys' videos.
Yeah, those guys are crazy, man. Those guys are entertaining. Okay, give me your top 3 native YouTubers you follow.
Okay, top 3 native YouTubers. Everybody on this wall. I'm not dogging anybody. Okay, I'm dogging none of y'all, but I just want to say everybody on this wall is worthy of the YouTube because I'm subscribed to all these people up here.
Awesome.
But I just like Mikey Jr., man. I mean, this dude, I keep in contact with him. We text each other every now and then. He has my number, so this dude's pretty cool. I like his stuff. Michael Balseric is another dude, man. He's a really, really good father on his videos. Yeah. He really shows you how a father with 2 girls, can live in a household and we can have fun and learn at home. Like, his stuff is really good. And I wouldn't say number 1 to anybody because we're all winning. We're all winning on this one.
Yeah. So, what keeps you from uploading every day?
Probably because of my outside life that I have going on. Okay. Because I really don't have time to do vlogs daily, and if I were to, I'd probably run out of stuff to say or do.
Oh yeah. So how is it? Have you ran into any fans? Just people that
man. I mean, every day at the store, man. Every day at the store, I run into somebody that recognized me from the YouTube channel. Usually they're from far away places, The regulars here, they already know who I am and what I do on the internet, so they're cool with me. But I was really starstruck when me and Regina, we were at Tuba City Chinese Buffet, and we were eating last year in November. Yeah, November. The girl that was our waitress got our drinks, and she kept looking at me, right? Yeah. So I was like, okay, why is this girl looking at me? I was like, looking at me. So we sat down, we got done eating. She was shy, and she gives us the ticket. And then that's when she asks me, she goes, can I ask you a question? Then I said, yeah. I said, go ahead. Then she goes, are you YaboyNormvlogs? Then I said, yeah. I said, that's me. I said, I'm Norman. Nice to meet you. And she goes, oh my gosh. She goes, I am shook. She said, I cannot believe I just served your drinks. She's all saying that. I was like, it's cool. I said, I serve it all the time. And then here she goes, can I have an autograph? I was like, an autograph? Are you serious? And she goes, yeah. She goes, I love the videos that you put out. She's like, can I have an autograph? So she's all scared, giving me her pencil that she's doing her orders on. Yeah. So I took it, and then that's when I signed it, and then that's when I put it out to her name, and that's when I put my YouTube channel underneath it, and I gave it to her, And then that's when she's all, wow, that's wild, that's wild. So she got a picture with me when I was standing up, and that was a full house Chinese place in Tuba City.
Yeah.
Everybody was there. Everybody was looking at me. They were talking and pointing at me. And that's when I had 2 more people come up to me. They wanted pictures, and I said, okay, because they knew the channel, but they were afraid to disturb me while I was eating. That's what they said. Yeah. I don't know if I look mean in public. That's the thing, but I'm not mean. And these kids, they took a picture with me that watched the videos at the same time at the restaurant. Yeah. And this one kid busts out his phone, and he's all saying, YaboyNormvlogs, how's it feel eating Chinese in 2 bites? I was like, it's good, I'm cool. I said, thank you for shout out to this dude right here. Saying that. It's crazy, dude. Like, I just wanted to get out of there because I kind of felt all the pressure on my shoulders. Yeah. And it was fun. Hey, that's the most wild experience I've ever had with the fans.
Dude, that's crazy, man. So how does it make you feel? Is you just like little awesome?
Well, yeah, when people meet me, I just tell them I'm nobody special. I go to the same Walmart as you do. I shop at the same bashes as you do. I'm just an everyday person like you, but since you don't see me as often, how you doing?
Awesome, dude. Well, okay, let's go wind this down. So I got a couple of questions before we end.
Okay.
So if you were to talk to your younger self when you first started, what would you say to him?
My younger self, what would I say to him? I would say, Norman, you were awesome. No, man. I mean, I would probably just tell him, you know what? Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Because the younger Norman was all about going to college and trying to get a degree, right?
Yeah.
And that didn't work out so well for the younger Norman. So I started working at Conoco, flipping burgers, dropping fries, worked my way up to where I'm at now at another store, becoming the assistant manager. And I just want to say I'm grateful for as old as I am that I got this far in life and having a nice home, nice vehicles, everything in my life with Regina that I didn't need a college degree, right? So I would tell the younger Norman, don't give up hope. There's always a brighter day down the future.
Man, dude, that's dope, dude. That's awesome. So like, my next question is like, what would you say to like young, like people who want to break into the YouTube world? Like, how would they do it?
How would they do it?
Yeah, just how the heck do they get started?
Well, that's a really good question right there. I would say to them, well, it's gonna sound cliche, but just try it. That's the best thing that I could say right now, because once you start a channel, nobody knows it until it might take days, years, months, who knows. But once you have that little consistency with 200 subscribers or even 100, it's only going to go up from there, because everybody's got a Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook, and you don't know who's watching it. You don't know who's going to share it. Yeah. So you might be the next hit sensation. You just don't know. So just try it.
Man, that's crazy. Okay, last question. What inspires you?
What inspired me?
Yeah, to do like YouTube and be in front of the camera. That's not normal.
Yeah, well, what inspired me was that there was no native YouTuber on YouTube online, right?
Yeah.
So I inspired myself to say that if I can do that, what could I do out here in the reservation for the people that don't know? So I would like to say that being a native YouTuber is enough inspiration for anybody to tag along with. Even with Jacob James, shout out to Jacob James. We both got our tattoos right here. See that? So every time I see this tattoo, it reminds me of Jacob James, because we had lunch at Buffalo Wild Wings before we got our tattoos. He got the Jumanji stripes. I know he doesn't like calling it that, but the three things on his arm.
I call them bars.
So he had a small following then. So he was asking me the same thing, right? And that's when I told him, I said, Jacob, man, just stay consistent, bro. You're already at 1,000 subscribers. I said, you should feel pretty happy about yourself.
Yeah.
And he would always say, yeah, man, but I'm not as big as you are on the internet. I said, see, that's where you're putting yourself down. I said, just be happy with what you got. You're gonna grow.
Yeah.
And then that's when we were talking the other day, and he told me that I was his inspiration to get back into vlogging just because of that one video that we did. So, like I said, man, you just got to be a native YouTuber. That's enough inspiration for anybody.
Dude, that's dope. That's dope. Okay, so like, where could people follow you at? Your Instagram, Snapchat?
Oh, well, you can follow me on Instagram, just my government name, you know, Norman Leslie Jr., nothing fancy. My Snapchat is Norman8. I'm sorry. See, that's my old YouTube channel. Norman831. My Snapchat is Norman9595.
Okay.
And yeah, those are my social links right there.
Yo, bro, awesome. Hey, thanks, Norm, dude, for sharing this insights of a native vlogger right now, man. I'm going to put your descriptions below this video. And yeah, dude, I appreciate it, man. People are going to appreciate like what your insights and stuff, you know, of the YouTube world.
Thanks, man. I just want to say thank you, Steven Tallis, for having me on the video here. And I know Steven, man. We used to see each other over at the store when he was around. So it feels much more comfortable doing this. I believe you that now.
Yeah, man. No, man. We kind of go back, man. I was one of those fanboys, dude. He was like, yo, remember that? On the web TV? YouTube?
The deli manager was he asked me,
Yeah, that was funny, man. That was some good stuff, man. But yeah, dude, just thank you for being on this podcast, man. Hopefully you do it again. You know?
No problem, man. Anytime. Thank you.
All right, man.
All right, later, bro. Have a good day.